boy KvolioKlips back at it again with another video. So you guys, I've been thinking about this for a while now. Starting this series or discussion topic, whatever you want to call it. I think I want to start like a little mini series of me being transparent with you guys and just let y'all know how I feel about certain topics or just certain topics, like how I feel about certain situations that we might all go through as human beings, or we might go through as a man or a black person, or a worker, 9-to-5 worker, or anything. But I want to go through these like transparent topics, and I think that's what I'm going to title them, transparent topics, or transparency of some kind. But yeah, you guys, I think I'm gonna just start doing this every week because I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I just been stopping myself from doing it because I've been feeling like, oh, maybe people don't want to hear this, maybe don't want to talk about it. But it's like, at the end of the day, it is my channel, so I can't just always try to reach out and put out everything that someone else wants, because then the channel will be ran by someone else, it won't be ran by me. But yeah, you guys, transparent topics. So I'm gonna try to do better with uploading. I just uploaded my last video a few days ago, but I'm definitely gonna try to do better with uploading each week. I'm slacking, I know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get better with that. But definitely send some topics in the comments, or just in other videos in the comments, of what you want to talk about, or what type of transparency that you want to talk about, or what type of unpopular opinion that you guys want to talk about, because I'm here to talk about it. I like these conversations. I feel like they're needed, or I feel like it's good to have conversations like this to move forward, or to basically get a feel of how the person really is, because you guys haven't really seen me interact in all different types of fashions. Y'all only see me really when I'm blogging, uplifted and stuff like that. So, and it's not always like that, like, being real, it's not always like that. So yeah, you guys, definitely let me know what you guys want to talk about and what you guys want to see me talk about with these transparent topics. Okay, now we're back, YouTube. So for this week's topic, I think I want to talk about friendships. Friendships, whether it's long-standing friendships or just association with someone that you known, like, doesn't matter how long, whatever. But friendships as a whole, and how sometimes friendships can be rocky, or the relationship between another person that's platonic can be sometimes difficult. Coming from my standpoint, I feel like, communication is very big, and that's when it comes to anything. If you don't feel comfortable about something, or you feel like something has changed within the other person, that you should always let them know. You might not always get the reaction that you want, or the reaction that you feel like you would have said, but it's always better to put that out there, that, hey, like, what's been going on, or hey, like, are you okay? Like, and it doesn't matter, like, if it's just one of those relationships where you really call that person a friend or somebody that you trust, it shouldn't matter. I ain't gonna say it shouldn't matter what you say to them, but it shouldn't matter you expressing your feelings towards that person, because it's a friendship at the end of the day, if it's a true friendship. Because it's plenty of times, like my homeboys y'all see in the videos, like, if I feel some type of way to them, they gon' feel me, and I'm gonna tell them. And sometimes I don't get the reaction I want, and sometimes it's like, oh, I ain't know that. Like, even with us being guys and us not being all the way there when it comes to feelings and stuff like that, we still respect each other in a certain standard, in a certain way. But sometimes friendships could be difficult as well. sometimes they can be difficult when it comes to, I don't know, like getting older. Like the same person that you knew when you were younger is not the same person that you know like 5 years later or whatever. And you know, sometimes that's when you have to kind of separate yourself from that person, or you know, just I guess just separate yourself from that person. Closure, you know, and closure is the hardest thing. It's pretty hard for me because I'm more of a shut out person rather than actually having real closure. But you know, it happens to us all, and sometimes we need that closure for it not to be awkward if it's ever a future encounter with this individual or whatever. And that even stands in long-standing relationships, or you know, if it goes past friendships, even though I want to keep it on the friendship topic because that's what this week's topic is about. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to get that closure from a person, or it's hard to know the right things to say without hurting any feelings or stepping on anybody's toes. But that's again where communication comes into play, and where I feel like we as people need to learn how to talk to each other more, rather than only wanting to talk when it's good. You should always want to talk, even when it's bad. I know it's hard to talk sometimes when it's bad, but it's needed, and it's always, you know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's always good, or like it's a healing thing to like have a discussion that you know you needed to have, and it's kind of a sigh of relief once you had that discussion, because even if it doesn't go the way you planned it, you're just like, well, at least I said what I needed to say, and in doing that, they know how I felt. But you know, and you know, guys, if I keep saying, you know, this is my first series with this, then transparent topics or whatever, so I'm just going off the top of the head. I don't have any notes or anything. I probably do need notes, so for the next one, I'll probably have some notes written down or whatever. But yeah, with friendships, man, friendships it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I value friendships. I value friendships a lot. I don't have a lot of people that I can say they are my true friends, but the ones, I feel like my lips are chapped. But the ones that I say are my friends, I feel like those are my friends for life. You know, we done been through a lot, like a whole lot, and we'll get through almost anything, you know. And it's some, I ain't gonna lie, it's some that I have had to put that closure into play with, even though I've been friends with them for years on years. It's just certain things that I seen change that I didn't like, so I just felt like I needed to, you know, separate myself from that. Or maybe I felt like my lifestyle was not matching with theirs, or the energy and the motivation that I had and the ambition I had wasn't matching with theirs. And you know, sometimes you gotta realize that just because y'all are friends, if y'all are not on that same level and that same mentality anymore like you were when you were teenagers, you gotta separate yourself from those people, because those people can bring you down. Those people can bring you down. They could talk you into anything. They could, make you go back to a lifestyle of living that you really don't need to be living. But yeah, you guys, friendships, they are a strong thing in my world. Maybe not to you guys. I know you guys, some people are, I think it's introverts, where they don't really talk much, but you know, friendships are a pretty strong thing for me, and how I live. Where I live now, I don't really have a lot of friends like my friends that y'all see like on the vlog, Soto and Don and Quardell and TJ and all of them. They don't live where I live, but we done been friends so long. It's like when I see them, it's just like I just seen them yesterday, so it's just natural.
Same thing.
You know, and that separation that separation is good too, if I had to say so myself, like, because I love them niggas, but I cannot be around them niggas 24/7. I can't. I will lose my mind. You know, and that's just being honest. I can be honest because, you know, those are my guys. But yeah, and that's another thing. Learning your boundaries. Learning your boundaries. Don't force yourself to be around someone all the time when you know you don't want to be around yourself all the time. So, you know, just learn boundaries as well when it comes to those friendships too. And you know your likes and dislikes at the end of the day. So don't put yourself in a position to where it'll be a problem. But yeah, you guys, this was the first topic for the transparent topics, you know, discussions or whatever you want to call it. Still haven't came up with a name for it. Maybe by the time I'm done editing this, I'll have a name. But yeah, you guys, I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday, you know, day of rest on this fine Sabbath. And I'm gonna get back to you guys either on the next vlog or the next transparent topic. KvolioKlips, I'm out.